All right, heading out again. Roads are still dry, which is a nice change. All the heavy rain, much as I love it, was starting to slow me down. The houses closer to the bunker are full of zombies. Nowhere safe to rest my head. Easy now, just follow the line. I say to myself, tapping the map like it's going to talk back to me. Road goes on, trees close in. Wind picks up just enough to make the world feel like it's whispering. I roll past the ambulance, the first beacon of light I saw after the world fell to pieces. I give it a nod as I pass. Maybe I should give it a name. Let's call it Andy the ambulance. Then, oh hell, I don't even finish the sentence before the van jolts hard. Metal slams metal, tires skid. And I'm staring at the back end of a car towing some oversized advertisement board I sure as sin didn't see. Well, that's just perfect. Van's still holding together after that mess. Good enough. Road's opening up now, and there it is. The town by the bunker, just a shadow on the horizon, but close enough to feel it watching me. Houses look hollow from here. Windows dark. The streets are clearly occupied by swaying figures, some shuffling around. Could be anything waiting in there. I'll swing by for a closer look. If I can see an opportunity, I will stop. But as I draw level with the bunker, here they come. Zombies stumbling out of the tree line like they've been waiting for me to show up like a Meals on Wheels. Nope, not slowing down for that. Sun's dropping fast, and I'm not getting caught out here after dark. Hold steady. Keep the wheels straight. Get past them and keep moving. Bunker will need to wait. I'll get to it, just not tonight. Morning arrives in typical. After praising the lack of rain, we now have heavy fog. I spent the night in the van and slept pretty well. I don't think I would have had I known how close the dead were. All right, moving on. Fog still hanging low behind me, but I'm clear of it now. Roads stretch out ahead, quiet as a graveyard at dawn. Bunker's behind me for the moment. I'm not getting anywhere near that place again without something that can actually put a dent in the dead. I keep the van steady, eyes on the tree line. Out here, farms used to dot the land like freckles, old barns, tools, sheds, hunting cabins. Places where folks kept the kind of things a man needs when the world goes sideways. I head out the van and approach a small building. The dead, as seems to be always the case, come to greet me with open arms and gnashing teeth. Further down the road, there's a great big house which has burned and stands like a giant shadow blocking the sun. More dead greet me with their groaning song. As I approach the charred wood, I stumble on a rock and fall through the wall of the house. The dead are greeting me. Get away! I scream as I try to find a way out of this hell house. I am angry as I exact my revenge on them, bashing them long after they stop moving. Many days have passed now. Days spent walking through the ruins of men. House after house, door after broken door, each one holding nothing but dust and the echoes of lives long gone. I have crossed fields where the wind speaks only in whispers, and I have stepped through halls where shadows cling like old memories. Yet no blade, no rifle, no weapon of any worth has shown itself to me. There were moments, small ones, where I thought hope might rise. A locked cabinet, a heavy trunk, a cellar door half beneath debris. But each time I opened them, I found only rusted tools, shattered furniture, and the silence of a world that has forgotten its own strength. Still, I press on, for quests worth taking are seldom easy. And the road to any stronghold, even a bunker of steel and concrete demands its toll. If there is a weapon out here, hidden in these far-flung farms and lonely homesteads, then I will find it. Though the days grow long and the nights grow colder, I will not turn back. For somewhere ahead lies the path I must walk and the strength I must carry. if I am ever to reach April and Lucy again. I drive through the night, checking the map. The road ahead like one from a horror movie, and this is real. Shadows step out and stand there. There's a thud as they scrape or hit the van. I feel so tainted by all the killing. Hundreds of them have died or died again at my hands. More houses. No weapons. It feels fruitless. But I must keep on this path, killing, dragging bodies out of the houses, and trying to keep a secure place to close my eyes. One house I enter has the TV still powered, but the colored bars of the test screen cast a neon glow across the furniture. I hope that a broadcast comes through, and I can hear a voice that is not groaning or screaming. I check every garage. I barricade some house that I found with nails and planks. I see a large farm-type building just up the road, which will be worth checking out. It is odd to be alone in this world with so many bodies constantly trying to find me and greet me with their teeth. I remember watching Dawn of the Dead back when it was released, and here I am living that nightmare. Maybe I should find a nice mall to settle in and live somewhat of a life. It does cast doubt on why living is important, if all we want to do is consume in life and in death. As I approach this cattle ranch facility, I see some cows inside. I also see the dead coming, and the stakes have never been greater. I do see some cows with bite marks in them, but they seem fine. Maybe I can find some medicine for them from the pharmacy. Truck handled the road better than I expected. Trailer held together too. Picked up a few things out there. Nothing game-changing, but enough to make the trip worth it. Supplies are supplies. You take what you can get. When I pulled up to the shelter, I saw them, new zombies wandering around like they owned the place. Not a surprise. Just another problem waiting for me to deal with it. I got out. Kept it simple. Took them down one at a time. No speeches, no hesitation. Just work. They dropped easy enough. But every one of them reminded me how thin the margin is out here. Once the area was clear, I started hauling everything inside. Tools, boxes, whatever I managed to scavenge. Felt good to stack it all up again. Felt like I was rebuilding something. Even if it's just a little corner of the world that hasn't given up yet. This is all preparation. Every trip, every fight, every load I drag through that door, because that bunker isn't going to open itself. And it sure as hell isn't going to welcome me in. I'm getting ready, bit by bit, day by day. And when the time comes, I'll be ready to make another run at it. One thing I forgot to mention is that the power's out now. That is going to make life harder. I doubt the bunker has power either, but who knows? Maybe I will walk in and find the lights on and a welcome mat. Stranger things have happened. Not many. Another thing I forgot to mention is that while I was wandering around that cattle farm, one of the animals decided I looked suspicious and charged me. I got knocked around pretty good. Had to come back here just to patch myself up. Nothing like being tackled by livestock to remind you that the apocalypse has a sense of humor. I have started fishing too. With the power gone, the fireplace has suddenly become the best feature of this shelter and a place to cook something that is not a can of beans. Preparation keeps moving forward, even if it feels slow. Day after day goes by, fishing, resting, trying to get my strength back. And if I'm being honest, I'm scared. When I drove past that bunker, the number of zombies I saw was enough to make any sane person turn the van around and never look back. But I cannot do that. If I want any chance of finding out whether my wife and daughter are still alive, I have to get over it. Fear or no fear, the only way forward is through. And hopefully without any more angry cows. A number of days have passed like this. Quiet routines. Fishing, resting, gathering whatever strength I can scrape together. But the truth is simple enough now. It's time. I can't put this off any longer. I'll start with a drive past the bunker again, but this time from the town side, a different angle, a better look. Maybe I'll see something I missed before. Maybe I'll get a sense of whether I stand a chance at all. At the very least, I can make an honest assessment instead of sitting here imagining every nightmare version of what waits inside. So these last few days, they become something else, a kind of settling in. Not comfort, not really, but acceptance. The final nights in this shelter before I move on, I sit by the fire, listening to the crackle, feeling the weight of the road ahead. The bunker is out there. My family might be out there. And whatever fear I'm carrying is coming with me, but I'm going all the same.